Welcome back to Mahatma Gandhi Shikshan Sansthan YouTube channel. Today I shall explain the remaining topics of nutrition, autotrophic nutrition, in which we already discussed in previous classes different types of nutrition, heterotrophic and autotrophic nutrition, and main autotrophic nutrition is photosynthesis and next is chemosynthesis. So today I shall explain the photosynthesis in detail. First of all, we want to define the photosynthesis. The photosynthesis is a physiochemical process by which green plants use light energy to derive the synthesis of organic compound. The use of energy from sunlight by plant during photosynthesis is the basis of life on earth. There are four raw materials required for photosynthesis. First is carbon dioxide, which is absorbed from atmosphere. Next, water and minerals, and water and minerals are obtained from soil. And third is sunlight, it is taken from sun. And next is chlorophyll. The chlorophyll present in the green pigments of leaf, mainly called chloroplast. The chlorophyll present in chloroplast. Now, these four raw materials are required for photosynthesis. How can we understand that these four raw materials are required in the process of photosynthesis? So different scientists by his experiments proved that these are the raw materials required for photosynthesis and the product of photosynthesis. First of all, Joseph Priestley showed by his experiment that oxygen is released during photosynthesis. By his experiment, Joseph Priestley proved that oxygen is released in the process of photosynthesis, and Jane Ingenhousz proved by his experiment that light energy and chlorophyll are essential for photosynthesis. Julius von Sachs provided evidence for the production of glucose in the process of photosynthesis, which in turn usually stored as a starch. So we will explain these topics in detail. Now, two main questions arises to understand the process of photosynthesis. First question is, where does photosynthesis occurs? And next question is, how many pigments are involved in the process of photosynthesis? Usually, we understand and we know that photosynthesis occurs in green leaves, but some green plants also, green stems also do the process of photosynthesis. All the green parts of plant do the process of photosynthesis. And what is involved in photosynthesis? Mainly, the photosynthesis is divided into two parts, that is light reaction and dark reaction. So in light reaction of photosynthesis occurs in thylakoids of grana. Thylakoids are disc-like structures, and stacks of thylakoids embedded in liquid, which is called stroma, are called grana. So grana are embedded in stroma, and grana are made up of a number of thylakoids, and thylakoids contain green pigment chlorophyll. That is, light reaction of photosynthesis occurs in thylakoid of grana of chloroplast, in which green pigment chlorophyll present. In this process, light is essential. Now, next process is dark reaction of photosynthesis, in which light is not essential. It is not means that dark reaction occurs only in dark. Dark reaction occurs in day and night. In dark reaction, light is not essential, but it may occur in daytime. So, dark reaction of photosynthesis occurs in stroma, that is liquid part of the chloroplast, where enzymatic reactions incorporate carbon dioxide into the plant, leading to the synthesis of sugar, which in turn converted into starch. That means light reaction and dark reaction, both the reactions occurs. Light reaction occurs in thylakoid of gramina and dark reaction occurs in the liquid part of the chloroplast, which is called stroma. Now, how many pigments are involved in photosynthesis? Generally, we can say that green pigments are involved in photosynthesis, that is chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is of two types, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. The main pigment for photosynthesis is chlorophyll A. So chlorophyll A is major pigment responsible for the trapping light energy. And there are three other pigments also, which are chlorophyll B, xanthophylls, and carotenoids. These are called accessory pigments because these pigments absorb light energy of different wavelength. These four pigments increases the range of light energy absorbed by plant. But main pigment of photosynthesis is chlorophyll A. Now we study the mechanism of photosynthesis. Now, mechanism of photosynthesis. The photosynthesis occurs in 4 steps. First step is absorption of carbon dioxide and the release of oxygen. The carbon dioxide is absorbed and oxygen is released by the stomata of leaf and lenticels of stem and root. How stomata opens and closes. There is an opening and closing mechanism of stomata. We have already studied in earlier classes the opening and closing mechanism of stomata. Once again, recall the process of opening and closing mechanism of stomata. In daytime, when photosynthesis occurs, then glucose is synthesized in the guard cells of stomata, and glucose is soluble in water. So there is less concentration of water in guard cell in compared to the neighboring cells. So guard cells absorb water from neighboring cells, swells up, becomes turgid. Its outer wall is thin, so it is stretched out and stomata opens. Now in night, when photosynthesis do not occur, dark reaction of photosynthesis occurs and glucose is converted into starch. So starch is sparingly soluble or very less soluble in water. So concentration of water in guard cells increases as compared to the neighboring cells due to difference in concentration of water in guard cell and neighboring cell. Water diffuses from guard cell to the neighboring cell and stomata closes by the shrinking of guard cells. So stomata are the pores and covered by two kidney-shaped cells called guard cells. That means in daytime stomata opens and in night stomata closes. Carbon dioxide gas absorbed from atmosphere through stomata and oxygen gas is also released by stomata. The first step is absorption of carbon dioxide and removal of oxygen, that is gaseous exchange. It involves opening and closing mechanism of stomata. Next is absorption of light energy by photochemical pigment. Photosynthesis occurs in the presence of light and light energy are absorbed by the photochemical pigments. We already studied that there are four photochemical pigments, which are chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophylls, and carotenoids. So these are the photochemical pigments which absorb light energy. Next step is a splitting of water by absorbed light energy. By the light energy absorbed, the water which are absorbed from the roots and reaches up to leaf. So the xylem vessels, which is called transport of water and minerals, that is ascent of shape. The water and minerals reaches from root to leaf by xylem vessels. So these water is split into hydrogen and oxygen by the light energy absorbed. This process is called photolysis of water. So we know that the oxygen gas released in the process of photosynthesis comes from photolysis of water. Now, next is reduction of carbon dioxide. That is, addition of hydrogen is called reduction. In chemistry, we studied oxidation and reaction process. So that is, addition of oxygen is called oxidation, and removal of oxygen is called reduction. And in respect of hydrogen, addition of hydrogen is called reduction, and removal of hydrogen is called oxidation. Here, carbon dioxide is added in, hydrogen is added in carbon dioxide to form glucose, that is reduction. That means reduction of carbon dioxide into glucose, and in that reaction, glucose is converted into a starch. So we summarize the reactions of photosynthesis: 6CO2 plus 6H2O, light and chlorophyll, C6H12O6 plus 6O2. Here, glucose is synthesized. This glucose is converted into a starch and stored in various parts of the plant. So, these are the main steps involved in photosynthesis. Now again, if you want to explain in detail the mechanism of photosynthesis, the whole photosynthesis is converted into two steps, which are light reaction and dark reaction. So we study one by one. First of all, light reaction and then dark reaction. Now, whole mechanism of photosynthesis is broadly divided into two parts, which are light reaction and dark reaction. So light reactions are those parts of photosynthesis which requires light energy and do not occur in absence of light. But the next is a dark reaction. The dark reaction of photosynthesis occurs day and night, also occurs in night, also occurs in day, but it do not require light energy. So first of all, we explain the light reaction and then we explain the dark reaction. So in night only the dark reaction occurs, or in daytime light reaction and dark reaction both occurs. So firstly we explain the light reaction. So light reaction, what is light reaction? So light reaction or photochemical phase, it is also called photochemical phase, include light absorption, water splitting, oxygen release, and the formation of high energy chemical intermediates ATP and NADPH. These all processes are included in light reaction. So there are several complexes are involved in the process. The pigments are organized into discrete photochemical light harvesting complexes. In short form, it is called LHC, that is light harvesting complexes. So within the photosystem 1, that is PS1, and photosystem 2, that is PS2. Each photosystem has all the pigments except one molecule of chlorophyll A, which forms reaction center. In photosystem 1, that is photosystem 1, the reaction center chlorophyll A has a maximum absorption peak at 700 nanometer, so it is called P700, while in photosystem 2, the absorption peak is at 680 nanometer, that is P680. It is called P680. These are the light reactions. So light reactions occurs in the presence of light. Then we study the dark reaction and the electron transport system, photophosphorylation. But these processes are in detail we have to study in class 11.